Hey y'all, I wanted to jump on here and talk to you today about a great topic. But first, I want to apologize for the way I look and the way I sound. I think I had too much fun playing in the snow the other day, and I got a little bit of cold, so I apologize for the sniffles. But hi, I am Jody Jean Daniels, the author of the thrilling series Team of Eight. You can purchase these books on Amazon, Barnes& and Noble, Smashwords, and all the other usual places. And I wanted to welcome you to today's video. I'm super excited to have you here as we dive into the big picture of crafting your book. This is the last in that series. So whether you're a seasoned writer or you're just starting out, this roadmap will help take your ideas from brainstorming to publishing like that. So before we jump in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos or writing tips, strategies, and more. And I'm also thrilled to announce a brand new opportunity for you to level up your writing. Starting next month, I am going to have a critique group as part of my YouTube membership tier, and we will meet twice a month for workshop ideas and share feedback and support each other on our writing journeys, and I'm so excited. So it's a fantastic offer, and I cannot wait to see all of your amazing stories come to life, so make sure you sign up. Now, why have a roadmap? Let's start with, it's kind of essential because it's like you're planning a road trip. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Think of it like planning a road trip without a map or GPS. You might miss a key turn or take an unnecessary detour. A map is going to provide you clarity. It's going to help you stay focused on your goal. And it's also going to reduce you getting overwhelmed. And it's not just about the destination. While you're publishing your book, it's about breaking the journey into manageable steps, bite-sized pieces, like brainstorming, writing, editing. The structure is also going to give you the freedom to be creative because you know you have a plan. All right, unleashing your ideas. Every book begins with an idea. But how do you get these ideas flowing? Start by brainstorming. Use tools like mind mapping. That's where you just branch out from a central concept or idea. You could free write, where you jot down thoughts without really overthinking it. You can use my personal favorite, the what if. What if someone could read memories from an object they touched? And just evaluate each idea for its unique potential. And remember that, right now you are just playing around with ideas. So you can just let your imagination run wild. It's what I did when I was writing the ledger. A lot of you know, when I was writing the ledger, I wrote the majority of it while I was having radiation for cancer, because I was afraid of the radiation machine. So instead of concentrating on that, I played the what if game in my head about this story, and it turned into this great book. So that is proof you can come up with a story anywhere. All right, you want to build your framework, okay? Now that you've brainstormed your idea, it's time to build the framework. This step is all about plotting and outlining. I'll get to you in a minute, pantsers. Whether you use a 3-act structure, a 9-block method, or even detailed scene list, the goal is the same. It's going to give your story a clear shape. So think about your inciting incident or the climax or how you want the story to end, because outlining doesn't box you in like you think it does. It's going to guide you and keep you on track, and it's going to give you room to adapt as you write. So pantsers, if you are just totally opposed to outlining, what you can do is just act 1, I know this happens. At my midpoint, I know this happens. And I want it to end like this. And even if you have just a few simple sentences about each act, it's going to help you as far as it goes. It's going to help just keep you on track and keep you flowing. Okay. Crafting a believable world, okay? Your story's world is the stage where everything happens. So it has to feel real, even if it's fictional. So you can start by considering the physical environment. What does it look like, sound like, or even smell like? And then you can add the cultural details like traditions, societal rules. And if your story is set in a different time or universe, make sure it's consistent and immersive. Tools like maps or timelines can really help you keep track of everything, because a richly built world is going to pull your readers in and it's going to keep them hooked and keep them reading your story. Now, people make the plot. We've talked about this before about how important your characters are. Characters are the heartbeat of your story. Readers connect with flawed, relatable characters who grow throughout the journey. Think about their backstories. What motivates them? What are their fears, their desires, their relationships and conflicts between other characters? That's going to add depth to your narrative. So you want to show their personalities as more than just telling us who they are. A strong, memorable character can make your story unforgettable. Let it be messy. We have talked about this for 4 weeks now. Your first draft is meant to be messy. The first draft is the messiest but most exciting part of your writing. This is where you can pour all your ideas onto the page without worrying about perfection. Remember, it's progress, not perfection. So set those daily or weekly word counts, keep your goals, and that's going to keep your momentum going. You cannot edit a blank page. So focus on writing, not publishing. Think of it like building a sandcastle. You can shape it and refine it later, but for now, you just need to get the sand in place. Publishing your masterpiece. All right. Once you've completed your first draft, it's time to polish it. Okay. The big picture edits are where I start. And I think it's the best place to start. You're going to look for your pacing, your plot holes, and character arcs. Then move on to your line editing, where you're going to tighten your prose, enhance your clarity. Then you want to get it to the stage where you can get some feedback from beta readers or professional editors. I know not everyone can afford a professional editor, but if you're going to invest in anything, I would invest in an editor and I would invest in a professional cover artist for your cover, because those things really help your book stand out. And we'll talk about that again in a minute. But the editors, they can offer a fresh perspective and they are going to catch things that you might have missed. And editing is where you're going to truly make your story shine. So take the time to refine it. Now, from manuscript to marketing. Sorry, I keep pausing, guys. I keep sneezing. Now we're ready to bring your manuscript to market. You have two main options: traditional publishing or self-publishing. Traditional publishing involves submitting to agents or publishers, while self-publishing is going to give you more control and a faster timeline. So whichever path you choose, make sure your manuscript is professionally formatted and your cover design is really eye-catching, because the first impressions matter, and polishing presentation sets you apart in a competitive market. Now, connecting with your audience. Publishing your book is only part of the journey. You also have to connect with your readers. So start building your author platform through social media, websites, newsletters, whatever you feel that will engage your audience the most. You want to give them those behind the scenes contents. You want to give them character art or sneak peeks. Pre-launch activities like cover reveals or giveaways generate excitement. After the launch, you're going to continue with those interactions. You want to just always interact with your readers, and that's going to build that long connection that your readers are. They're looking forward to that because your readers are your biggest champions. They are your biggest cheerleaders. So you have to nurture that relationship. Putting it all together. As we wrap up, let's look at the big picture. Each step from brainstorming to marketing is going to build on the last step. So creating a clear roadmap for your book success is important. Remember, this process is flexible and you can adjust it to your style, your goals, and the most important thing is just to start. Okay, because nobody's going to read it if you don't write it. So, whether you're brainstorming ideas or you're finishing your first draft, every step is going to move you closer to holding your book in your hands. So, take that first step today and just write. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on this journey with me through this book crafting process and the big picture. I hope you feel inspired and equipped to start or continue your writing journey. And remember that every author starts somewhere and your story deserves to be told. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So let's get to writing and let's just write. So, you know what I'm going to say before I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I'm a really awesome group of people's double shot of whiskey. And I am so happy and so proud that you come and hang out with me and that you find me just right. I love you, love you. I will see you next time. Bye.